Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So today I want to have a little conversation about tongs and what really matters on tongs. So there's all sorts of information out there online that gets tossed around about the right kind of tongs, the right way of making, the wrong way of making them, this, that, and what have you. And I want to bypass all that and get right down to the nitty-gritty of what makes a good pair of tongs. What makes a good pair of tongs, first and foremost, is their function. Do they function like they're supposed to? Are they doing the job they were intended to take and be made for? If they are performing the function that you are after, so say here, these are a pair of scrolling tongs. Do they actually scroll material? If they do, then they are a good pair of tongs. If they don't, they are not a good pair of tongs. They could be as pretty as they want to be, but if they don't perform the function, they're a bad set of tongs. Now, the second most important key factor in making a pair of tongs is their fit. Their fit means how well they perform that function. So do they glide easily on each other? Does it work well? If it works well, everything fits nicely and cleanly, this makes them a good pair of tongs. If it doesn't hinge right and you have all this trouble trying to grip your work, or the rivet's sloppy, or something like that, it's not a good pair of tongs. You need to take and start over and make a better set of tongs. Okay? So that's the second thing that matters. One of the last things that matter is the finish. Okay, and I'm going to get to one of the last important things, or one of the most important things probably in tongs as a whole. But let's go with this third thing here. Is the finish. How well you made the tongs finish. You know, do they feel comfortable in the hand? Once again, how do they look after it's all said and done? Can you be proud of that set of tongs that you made? Now, on to probably the most, or the debatable portion of this thing, or one of the most important things here about tongs. We've discussed their function. We've discussed their fit. We discussed their finish. Now here's the last part. Their form. And this probably takes more priority over those. Or how strong is this pair of tongs for the desired purpose that needs to be used? Not every pair of tongs need to be chunky and huge to get the work done. Some tongs are heavier, some tongs are lighter. It depends on the task. That goes back to the function side of things. But the form here, the general form of the tongs, where does it matter the most? I'm going to talk about this pair just right here real quick. And I'm going to bring you up nice and close so you can see this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring you right on up here. Hopefully you all can see this really well. Get you all nice and focused. There we are. The main portions that matter the most. There's 3 main portions that matter the most on any pair of tongs. You can choose whatever length of rein you want, and you can choose whatever type of nib you want, or jawlet you want. That is unimportant. The most important part of any tong is this hinge joint area here. This form here is what everything hinges on. Pun included here. Okay? And so we'll break it down in 3 points. This first point, which is the heel of the jaw. The heel of the jaw needs to be as thick as possible. This is what gives you strength for the jaw, so the jaw doesn't bend. The next part is the boss. This area needs to be large enough to encumbrance your rivet and have enough material around that it is a strong boss area. If you punch your rivet off to one side or the other, you'll figure out really quick that it likes to bend or bow, and you'll get a sloppy pair of tongs. So getting your hole right in the center, and that hole to be accurate and fitting the rivet nicely and cleanly. Okay, so this area here has strength to it. You have to have enough boss area in order for that to be a strong portion of the tongs. The last part is right here, the heel of the reins. Right at the heel of the boss here, and the transition between the boss to the reins right in here. This needs to be nice and heavy in this direction. This direction doesn't matter. This direction does. All your mechanical load and force and leverage is being applied in this direction. This is the direction that matters. Hopefully that wasn't all out of focus for that whole thing. This direction here is what matters. Not this way. Just like an I-beam. This way matters, this way doesn't. This way matters, this way doesn't. Bend something edgeways, it matters. Bend something easy way, doesn't matter. Once again, there you go. This portion here, this boss, and that point right there matters. All the rest of the tongs can be shaped however you like. Some people like longer handles like I do. Some people like shorter handles. I personally like really long handles, but that's a personal preference. Yay for me. But that is the principles of what matters most on a pair of tongs. Okay? I went over all those basics there. If you have all those, it does not matter how you chose to make the tongs. As long as you have thickness here, you have thickness here, and thickness here, you can make the jaws however you like. You can make them thin for light work, you can make them heavy and chunky for heavy work. Likewise, you can make really fat reins, or you can make really thin reins. That all comes down to personal preference. How you make them, I make a lot of mine right now out of 1/4x1 flat stock, mild steel, and they hold up perfectly fine. And these tongs will be around for a really long time. If you want to make them more the traditional way, you can do that with the turn, turn, turn method. Either way, it produces you a form. This form right here. And that's all that matters. That this form, the function, the fit, the finish, the form, all comes together to make a really nice, legitly nice pair of tongs. So I hope that'll give you some encouragement on whichever method you are trying out there to make tongs. There's about 500,000 of them out there that you can try. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and let me know what's your favorite method and way of making tongs. And have you made some tongs? If you made some tongs here lately, I would love to see some pictures of those. Send those over to christcenterforge@gmail.com. I would love to take and continue the discussion there. And yeah, just send me what you've been working on, guys. I greatly appreciate to see that and hear some feedback. So once again, God bless you all. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you liked it. And like always, we'll catch you on the next one.